So today in the booth with me, I have Darcie. She is one of our fitness staff at the Tillamook YMCA. Good morning, Darcie.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am well.
You doing pretty good?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Darcie, tell me a little bit about So I'm a new father, as many people know. I've got a little baby boy. Pretty proud of him. I think he's probably listening to the radio with mommy right now. And you have a class that is specified for new parents. So tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. It's stroller roller. It's actually mommies and or daddies and their children. If you have stroller age children, it's great. If you can bring them along with their strollers, and then if you have older children and they have a bike or a scooter or something like that, you can bring them along. We've had some rainy days, so we've kind of been going up and onto the track and going around the track, doing some exercises or just walking during that time. But if it's nice enough outside, we'll go outside. We've been putting on about 2 miles every single time we go. It's a great opportunity for these stay-at-home moms to, socialize, get out of the house, get some exercise, and just really actually learn a lot from each other. I mean, everybody kind of swaps ideas and stories and experiences, and I think it's a great way for them all to get together and just be social, and get out and get moving, get the kids out and get moving, and get yourselves out of the house, especially those new parents, those new mommies and daddies. Get out of the house and meet some other people and hang out with people that are going through the same thing you guys are going through.
Right. Well, I have to apologize to our listeners real quick. This is not my day job, and I had my Darcie's mic turned off, so I apologize that you might have not caught the beginning of what Darcie was talking about. But she was talking about our stroller roller class. It's a class for, you probably figured out by the end of the conversation she was having, that it is a class for new parents, and it's a great class. I've jumped in on it a couple times, and I was wearing my dress shirt and my name tag, but walked a few laps, did some push-ups on the little bar thing, and it's a great class. Great. I've actually made some friends out of it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Some new parents to share stories with, and it's good because parenthood, especially like first time parenthood, is not easy. I can't imagine second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth time parenthood parents that are taking on that challenge. So it's a great time to get to know other parents and share struggles, share successes, and all that good jazz. So, Darcie, what else is going on in your world of fitness at the Y? What else is going on?
Oh, well, we have all of our classes. We have the new summer schedule is out. We have a few new classes. We have some new Zumba classes that are going that are Monday, Wednesday, Friday earlier in the morning. So if you are the early morning crowd, you want to hit that Zumba class early. That's a really good one. We got all our Tai Chi and our, Qigong, and we have our Don't Dread the Tread. We try and get outside during that one too. We have some, our Zumba later in the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays now with Nora. And then we have our Step and Sculpt is still going in the mornings. And don't forget that we do have that Child Watch opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of the classes start at about 8:30 in the morning. So if you want to drop off your child and then go and take a class, that's a great opportunity too. We do have some things going on in the fitness center too. If you want to learn how to work the circuit machines, learn how to do some weights. I'll be working there starting on Thursday from 9:40 to 10:30 in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just kind of showing people around if you want to learn how to use the circuits, learn how to use the treadmills and the ellipticals. If you're maybe not that experienced with it, then I'm there to help you out with that. And so, yeah, I mean, some good summer classes going on.
Right. And we have staff pretty much there all day that can help out. So Jose does a great job in the evening, and you and Kelly and Bree and everybody does a good job there. Fitness staff they're on top of things. They know what's going on. Let's talk a little bit about Saturday. So if you don't know it, Saturday is a big day in Tillamook. I'm sure everyone knows. It's the day of our Dairy Festival parade. This year there's going to be some changes. If you haven't heard, there is some after parade festivities downtown. There will be bouncy castles and bouncy houses and whatever all the inflatable toys for kids, and there's a pirates show, and it's gonna be great. Before the parade, you can start off at the milk run, which this is our 35th milk run that the YMCA has put on. This year's sponsors were Willamette Dental, Tillamook County Creamery Association, and the Oregon Lifeguard. So we have some great sponsors. And we're going to be putting on a pretty good race. This year, we actually have already passed the number of registrations that we've had in the past years. So it's going to be a lot of people out there. We're at 120 runners right now, which blows my mind. Last year, we ended, I think at the end of the day, we ended with just over 100 runners, and we're already there before the day of registration. So if you haven't gotten your registration in, make sure you stop by the Y or go to TillamookYMCA.org/milkrun and sign up. It is still $30 to run the race. Day of registration will be $10 more. So make sure you get signed up before day of. If there are, and we will give shirts first come, first serve for the ones that did not register prior to I think it was the June 10th deadline or June 11th deadline that guaranteed you a shirt. So still got some shirts left. Got some goodie bags, a lot of great stuff from our sponsors. Scout Bars is throwing in some bars. And then this year, to change things up a little bit, we're also going to have some raffles going on after the run. So all you have to do is run the race, and your bib number can be pulled for some excellent prizes. Pelican threw in a really awesome gift basket to give away. The Dutch Mill Diner. Have you been to the Dutch Mill? Darcie, you're relatively new in town.
Yeah, I haven't been here real long, but I have been to the Dutch Mill a couple of times. Tried a few different things. Had a cheeseburger one time, and then the other day I actually had a vegan burger, which was really amazing. No bun or anything on it, so you can really go in either direction you want to there. That's the great thing. So if you feel like having something greasy and awesome tasting, then that's a great way to go. But if you feel like going the healthier way, then they give you that option too. So that's really nice.
Yeah, I love the Dutch Mill. Terry did a great job redoing it, and it's beautiful. It's like a step back in time.
I love it.
It's great. They sell shirts. I bought one of their shirts. It's got awesome car on the back. It's cool.
I love that they have the little parlor bar there, just like you're at the old soda shop, and
exactly.
Getting your ice cream soda. Yeah.
Yeah, and the milkshakes are awesome. I mean, it's all good. It's great. And so they donated a lunch that we're going to be giving away at the Milk Run. And then if you haven't tried the Nani Poppy Terry Truckee. I know I was going to mess that up. It's so hard to say. The Nani Poppy Terry Truckee. That's a tongue twister.
5 times fast.
Yeah, I know. They're stationed on 101 just north of town, or not north of town, but north of downtown on the right side of the road there. They've got tables outside. It's great. You can sit there and eat. They're actually at the farmers market every Saturday, which is cool. And Emily and I usually get some goodies from their truck on Saturday, which is good. They've donated some lunches that we're going to be giving away also on Saturday. So it's going to be fun, not just the run, but the little ceremony afterwards, giving away some free stuff, and it should be a great time. And the race starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday, June 25th, which is this Saturday. And then right afterwards, everybody just kind of mingles over to mingles, walks, runs.
Whichever way. Well,
however they feel
any
like
way
it.
you want to get
Yeah,
there.
just however you want to get there. Over to the parade route, and everybody just has a blast watching the parade, hanging out, enjoying. And the weather is supposed to be amazing. So hopefully it stays that way, and it'll end up great. And then when the parade's over, you think, oh, the day's over. No, there's festivities right after the parade, and then after that, the rodeo. So a lot of things going on this weekend. The rodeo is, I think, Saturday and Sunday. So I love this community because there's always something to do, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Weather's going to hold out. It's going to be good. So let's see what else we got going on. Oh, it is 9:40, so I'm going to mention one of our sponsors, Clark's Plumbing. Do you know one of those do-it-yourself kind of guys? They're always telling you to do it yourself. Sometimes that isn't the best solution. You're in luck, whether it's a leaky faucet, a complete bathroom remodel, or maybe replacing that septic system. Do yourself a favor, call Clark's Plumbing. They're professionals. They'll get the job done. Anything, new installations, upgrades, that stopped-up drain, you name it, they can do it. So the next time you hear do it yourself, do yourself a favor and dial 842-5105 for Clark's Plumbing. That's 842-5105 for the professionals at Clark's Plumbing. I should have called them when I did my bathroom renovation that took me 8 months, and I'm not even done yet. So,
not still.
No, of course not. Is
it functioning? As long as it's functioning, you're okay.
It's functioning.
That's good.
It is. It's functioning. I got the most patient wife on the planet, I think. But it's not done yet. It's been over 8 months. I think it's been a year. What the heck? We'll just keep going the way it is. Oh. We also have some birthdays. I want to mention some birthdays. You might see this guy's signs around town. Rob Trost is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Rob. And Kim Troutman. Happy birthday, Kim. And happy birthday to everyone else who has a birthday today who's not on my list. And so what else is going on, Darcie? Tell me a little bit more about. Do you have a great story you want to share of an inspirational.
We
put you on the spot.
Totally put me on the spot, but that's okay. We're partnering with the YOW. I really am enjoying working with the YOW team and finding new ways to be more moving around the whole entire town. I love the ideas that they're putting together with the trails and the parks, where they're talking about adding exercise stations throughout walks throughout the city. And I think that's a great thing, just to get everybody moving and realizing that you don't have to do it inside a gym necessarily, but you can if you want to, if it's a bad day, if it's a rainy day, because we don't have too many of those rainy days around here. But, so if it's not a rainy day and you can get outside, the opportunity to be able to go hit one of those trails, hit one of those parks where they're adding, different options of different exercise stations. I think that's a great idea. I'm really excited about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's a great thing you mentioned. As the Y, we just want people to be healthy, be active, be moving. Whether it's in the Y, whether it's outside the Y, it doesn't matter. We just want people to be able to get out, walk. Walking is the easiest first step towards a wellness journey, and if you can get out and walk 15 minutes a day, you'll be surprised what that would do for your health.
Exactly.
We get to see some great things happen at the Y. Great stories. I met a gentleman a few weeks ago, and then I ran into him again yesterday, and he gave me a picture that I'm going to post on Facebook later today. His name's Mike, and he's lost over 150 pounds.
Wow.
Just on his own plan, coming to the Y and working
regularly
with his doctors, and so that's. I told him yesterday, I was like, man, thank you for sharing your story. It made my day, and thanks for showing the picture. It was a Monday, and Mondays are typically, the rough day to get back to work. And when I walked in and got to hear his story, and he showed me his pictures, and it was inspiring. And he says, what does it take to become a trainer? Because I want to help people that were in the same position that I was in, and that really need to lose weight for their health. And I want to help them get them on the track that I went on. And those are the cool things.
I find that interesting when that happens, because a lot of times that's what happens. These people that decide to take that journey and go ahead and take that first step, and then they go through that and they make that their life. This is now my life. It's not a diet. It's not a short-term thing. This is now my new way of living my life. And then that they want to go turn around and inspire other people the way that they were inspired by however they were inspired, and that they want to then go on and do the same thing for other people. I think that's so amazing. And those are great stories to have, because then they have already experienced all of it, so they really know what it's like to go through the trials and tribulations. All of us are not perfect. We all have our downfalls where we want to go to the diner and have a greasy burger and fries, but then you got to get right back on that exercise regimen and get right back on that good healthy way of eating. And the great inspiration are those people that have already gone through that and have lost that 100 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever it is. They're awesome people to become trainers, because they really know what it takes in order to get to where they have gotten. So
right. Yeah, no, it's great. Galena is another success story, and she'll share her story, and I hope she doesn't mind that I mentioned
her out there.
I mentioned her on the radio, but she's got a great story where she's lost a lot of weight. She's working at the Y now, and teaches
classes, and she's actually working towards. I'm working with her, and she's working towards trying to become a personal trainer and a fitness instructor certified, which is just amazing. That's a great journey for her to take. And like I said, taking that next step is, that takes courage to take that next step, to throw yourself in front of a class or throw yourself in front of, somebody else who wants to do the same thing that you've been doing. But that's the inspiration, and that's awesome.
Absolutely. And that's what honestly, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning and makes it easy to come to work. I love my job. I love being at the Y, especially in this community. Everybody's so generous, but the stories that people are constantly coming and telling me and saying, "Hey, this is how this has changed my life, and this is what I'm able to do now. I'm able to actually interact with my kids. I'm able to get down on the floor and play with my kids." It's a great thing, and it makes you just feel so good that you can be a part of that.
I have a gentleman that's been taking my boot camp class, and I have a boot camp class that I run for anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes at lunchtime, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And he lost, probably like 30, 40 pounds. And he then got his kids to do a 5K with him. I mean, from a couch to a 5K is what they call it. And his son won first place in his age group, and that was the first time all of them had ran anything like that. But they did all the training together. And so what another great thing to do that with your children and teach your children, hey, this is the way we can live and these are the things we can do. And it's just so amazing. I just think it's such a great family thing to do. It doesn't have to be just for the parents to go and do a 5K or whatever. Bring your kids into it, get involved, do it as a family. It's a family thing as well. So
right, absolutely. And speaking of kids, we realized there was a need last year. Actually, I got to give all the credit to Jose. He's kind of the one that built this whole program up. But we saw that there was a lot of kids with not a whole lot to do, and Jose took the initiative and made a youth fitness class. And typically every day after school, he would be with these kids, and they would do fitness tests. They would do, they would run miles. They would do all the exercise. They do burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, and then he plays games with them. And whenever summer came around, we decided to move it down to 1 day a week. And there's a demand for us to bring it back more
already,
than 1 day a
week.
So it is great. And I've had parents call and it's funny, we posted on Facebook, Jose's youth fitness class will only be available on Fridays. And we got all these posts back saying, wait, what is this? I want to do this. And there's people that hadn't heard of it yet. And so, there is that need there. And the Y is just trying to meet any need that exists in the community that is not already being met. And, that's kind of our mantra. We evaluate what's going on and we look and see, hey, how do we meet this need? And if it's a need that's already being met, we don't necessarily need to tackle that challenge. But Jose's doing a great job with the youth fitness, teaching them, the proper way to be fit, and then he's moved a couple of them into the weights and teaching them how to lift weights properly so they don't get hurt. And it's kind of a family affair. There's a lot going on. And
the great thing is it can grow with you. Going back to that stroller roller, you start them off young. I had a mom tell me last week that as soon as she gets the stroller out and puts it into the car, her little daughter just gets so excited and runs for the door because she wants to go. She knows she's going to go do stroller roller and go walking outside or walking with some other kids. And so, if you start them young, you get them going, then it just becomes a way of life instead of just something you just do here and there as a special thing. It just becomes a way of life.
Right. All right, we're going to take a quick break and recognize one of our sponsors for today, for Tillamook today. The Tillamook is farm country, and nobody serves this farming community better than the co-op. If it's time to get your 4-H or FFA animal ready for the fair, the co-op wants to help. FFA and 4-Hers get 10% off feed, grooming equipment, cages, anything they need to get their animal ready. The co-op has been offering quality products since 1936. They're there for your needs, from fencing to plumbing to electrical. Stop by for fuel and pick up everything you need. Tillamook Farmers Co-op is always there for you. So we're back in the booth today, the YMCA on Tillamook today, with Darcie here, and I'm Kaylan, the CEO and Executive Director, and we're going to talk a little bit more about, just reiterate what's going on this Saturday, June 25th, starting at 8 a.m. That's the milk run. Get there at 7 a.m. to register if you have not registered already, and then the milk run kicks off at 8 a.m. with a gunshot start. And after the milk run's over, we'll head on over to the parade, and we're actually walking in the parade with as part of the Year of Wellness. And so there's going to be a group of people that are going to do Zumba, and a group of people that are going to do some Tai Chi. There's going to be a group of people that are walking, biking, and all sorts of stuff. And so it'll be a fun day at the parade. And then after the parade, there's the festivities going on right downtown with the inflatables and the pirate show, and then right on over to the rodeo for the evening, and then the rodeo again on Sunday. So action-packed weekend. The weather is going to hold out, I promise.
You're brave.
Hold it too. I know, I'm a bit wishful thinking. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on this weekend. And if you haven't signed up for the milk run, go to TillamooKYMCA.org/milkrun or stop by the Y. It's $30 to enter now. It'll be $40 the day of the run, and it's going to be beautiful weather. So don't wait to see if it's beautiful before you sign up. Go ahead and sign up, and it's going to be great because I'm going to have my rain jacket. So if I have my rain jacket with me, it will not rain. It's when I forget it.
It's when you forget it, right?
That it rains. So, let's see what else is going on. Tomorrow, Lisa is back with Grand Marshals of the June Dairy Parade, Jack and Jeannie DeSwart. Senior meals, noon, every weekday at the Kiwanis Community Center in Pacific City. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for anyone else, which is a great deal for lunch. Thursday, Manzanita Fireworks booth opens 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We are closing in on 4th of July. It's going to be great, so get your fireworks and all that good stuff. Friday, opening of Tapa's hilarious adult comedy, Vanya, Sonia, and Marcia and Spike. Get your tickets at Diamond Art Jewelers before they sell out, 842-7940. And this runs through July 10th. More info at tillamooktheater.com. Friday and Saturday, annual Rockaway Beach Pirate Festival. Arr! Arr! I need to take my pirate flag up there. Saturday, the Milk Run, Dairy Parade Festival, and the rodeo will be happening, as I said. And then Sunday, the final day of the rodeo. Lots of good stuff. Tillamook is just a great place to live. We love it here. We moved here just a year ago last month, and it's flown by so fast because there's just so much to do all the time. And so there's some great stuff to do, and yeah, can't complain about life here.
No, I love it. I've been here since October, and it's been a great move for me. To be next to the ocean. I love the option that you can go anywhere and do anything. There's all these hikes. I've done Neocani Mountain a couple of times. That's been amazing. It's the last time I went up. You got to the top, and when you look out and over, the whole entire ocean was covered in fog. So you were up in the sunshine above the clouds, and then everything else is all fogged in. But no, lots of things that you can do around the area, whether it's go fishing in the river or go fishing in the ocean or camping at the river or camping at the beach. I mean, I love the options out here.
Yeah, there's tons to do, and if you haven't been to the Y, I'm sure everybody has, because every time I run into somebody has a great story about growing up at the Y or being part of the Y or something to that effect. And if you haven't been to the Y, they did a huge, awesome renovation in 2010, and it's beautiful. The fitness center is amazing. The warm water therapy pool is amazing. And
lots of great warm water therapy classes, really and truly. You can go on our website and you can check out the aquatic schedule. There's all sorts of classes that you can come and take. Swim lessons, of course, for all the little ones too. But the classes that they're running in the aquatics department are just amazing. They're really fun. They have some really high intensity classes, and then just the lower intensity ones that are maybe more for the older person who doesn't really want to move so much or jump around so much. So really, lots of different options for the aquatics too.
Right, yeah. There's a lot going on. A lot of people are asking, what kind of improvements are we making? And we're trying to make things, trying to get things built up better. Right now we're raising money to renovate our bathroom. So if you've seen the locker room floors, we're working on changing those, and we've raised about about 30,000 of 66,000. So we've still got 36,000 more to raise in order to make our bathrooms as nice as the rest of the facility, and then once we get there, it'll be nice. And we're getting this really awesome poured acrylic floor that'll help with the drainage, so there's not puddles everywhere, and it's non-slip and it's antimicrobial, and it's a great floor. We just have to raise the money to do it. So a lot of good things are happening, and we'll just continue to move on course. And this community's been so supportive, and so I have no doubt that we'll be able to make that happen. So that's the things that are coming down the pike, and before you know it, we'll be into fall with a whole new fall schedule and new classes offered all the time, and it's crazy how fast time's flying.
It goes real fast, yeah.
And then we've got the golf tournament coming up. The annual Bud Ginger Memorial Golf Tournament will be August 6th this year, and then after that, September 24th, we have our auction. So lots of good things happening, and if anybody out there is interested in being a sponsor or participating in any of those events, they can call me directly at the Y, 503-842-9622, and I can happy to give people details on what's going on. But right now, the big thing to remember is the Milk Run. The Milk Run is this weekend, Saturday, September. What am I doing?
I'm trying
to push things.
We want to have a summer first.
We need to have a summer. I apologize. I need to, don't get in the DeLorean.
Slow down.
Yet. Sorry. Yeah. Saturday, June 25th, this Saturday, just in a few days, Milk Run kicking off 8 a.m. We will be heading out down the road there, and it's going to be It's going to be awesome right before the parade, and we have a 5K, 10K, 2-mile option, and you can walk the 2-mile or the 5K. You do have to run the 10K just for safety concerns and how long it would take you, and so it is a walk for 5K and walk for 2-mile, or run 5K, run 2-mile, or run 10K. So lots of good stuff going on. If you want to register for that, like I said, drop by the YMCA over on 610 Stillwell Avenue, or go to tillamookymca.org/milkrun. Also, there is a Kids Challenge course, just like every year, and it is $10 for kiddos to run through the course with Jose, who we talked about earlier, and he sets up a good course for them, and they have a blast, and there are awards that we'll be giving away, and thanks to the Pelican Pub, Dutch Mill, Nelia's Nani Poppy Turkey Terry Truckee. Almost did it. Almost had it. The Nani Poppy Terry Truckee. Got it. They've donated some prizes to give away, and a big thank you to our sponsors for the milk run itself, Willamette Dental, Tillamook Cheese, and the Oregon Lifeguard. So lots of good stuff. Our time is over, so we need to get off here. I'll send it back to Maria. Thank you, and have a great day, Tillamook.